You, throughout your career, you've always tried to look for new genres or combinations of genres, try to do new things. Are there still new niches to be found nowadays, you think?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly what they are, put my finger on it, but I think there is. I think with this new record, I think it sounds different. There's nothing else around that sounds like it. It's fresh, I think. And regardless of my age or how long I've been doing it, I don't think there's anything around that can touch it or that sounds like it. And which, you know, comes as a surprise to me, let alone anyone else. But it's kind of like, well, you know, there is new fields to go to, and which is encouraging, you know, because it just kind of makes you think, well, there's other places out there to go to, and I think it's really it's unlimited, really. You know, music's unlimited. I think it's just all up here, really. I think if you're open-minded enough, you can take it wherever you want it to go, really.
And wherein lies the difference?
What do you mean?
Between sonic kicks and other music around, or other music
Well,
before?
I've not heard anything as exciting or different sounding or vibrant and experimental. It's all a bit safe from where I'm sitting, really. And I think the songs on the record, on the album, they do as the title suggests. They're all kicking, man, and they've all got a sonic beauty about them, really. And it's quite, you know, there's a lot of information in there. It's only a very 45 minutes maybe, but it's a lot of information. I don't hear much music like it anywhere else on the radio and stuff all around, you know.
But so the difference is more about atmosphere than about the use of different instruments?
I think the songs are the songs, and the structure and the sound, I think, you know, but I think subject matter of the songs, it's a very safe time we live in, really, and so I think it's kind of out there on its own, personally.
And this sameness and safeness you talk about, since how long do you see that? Has this been a matter of years or decades already? Or
for me, it's only just for the last sort of few years. I just think it's got really safe. You know, I think it's also to do with the nature of the music business as well. I think there's less people taking chances, and there's less money around, and a lot of record companies are just sticking with the tried and tested, and I think it's really hard, especially for younger bands, to kind of sort of do anything new or take a chance on things, because there's just not the same funding, you know. There's not that sense of development with young bands, you know. Record companies just want something that's going to instantly sell, you know, and I think, you know, it's the big difference between like now and say like when I first started out, you know, because I got a chance to make 3 albums before we kind of had a hit or before we got anywhere. Which I don't know if you'd have that same opportunity now, you know. You kind of get one shot at it and that's your lot, really. And I don't think it makes for a great climate or environment for creativity, really. I think it makes everyone scared and just stick to what they know, and you know.
But whose fault is that the climate is here? Is it the record labels or the audience? Or?
A bit of both, really. I think it's symptomatic of the time we live in, really. The tighter money things get with money, the more people cling to what they know and what they're familiar with. And there's a kind of knock-on effect, I think, really.
So if a band like The Jam would start now, they wouldn't last long, you think?
Well, I don't know if we'd last long, but I don't know if we would have got the chance to make 3 albums, because we'd have been dropped after the first one if it wasn't a hit or sold lots of records. So we probably wouldn't have got the chance to get to album number 3, do you know what I mean?
But is that something you take for granted, or do you feel sad about?
I just think it's sad. I'm sad about it, yeah, because I think it's just a shame there's not that sense of yeah, like I said anyway, you know, developing young artists and nurturing people, letting them grow, you know, and letting them experiment, letting them make mistakes. You know, it's all part of learning your craft, man. You know.